Everybody and welcome to another Transformers review, and on this wonderful evening we're taking a look at the MDLX Optimus Prime from Threezero. Again, this is one of their action figure style Transformers, so maybe not for you, Jobby, because it doesn't transform, but it is a nice original take on Prime, much like they did with their mini deluxe Bumblebee. It's kind of G1 inspired, but brought into the movieverse, kind of their interpretation of what a kind of more modern movieverse Prime would look like. Quick little switcheroony around the box. We've got some artwork on the side here. Back of the box shows Prime and what he kind of comes with. Again, though, I don't think these are pictures. These are all kind of digital renders. And we've got all of the licensing on here. We've got the Threezero insignia. Let's crack him open. And there we have him. Out of his plastic prison. Now, he is not going to be for everybody. It is a kind of a unique look to Prime. I don't think he's as aesthetically pleasing as Bumblebee, but he's not a bad looking Prime. I mean, he has every characteristic that you would expect from Prime. He's kind of got that is it Toy House Factory? That was the company that made the big Optimus Prime and the big Megatron. He looks like an oversized version of that Prime. It's a similar sort of sculpt on that head. Really kind of tidy back there. And I mean, he does come with a plethora of accessories. We get a selection of different hands. I mean, literally a hand full of hands. We get grasping hands, trigger finger hands. We get pointing hands. We get whoa kind of style hands. He comes with his ion rifle. Really nice big rifle there. He comes with his axe as well. Really gorgeous detailing on that axe. We have a matrix of leadership, albeit a very tiny little one, and he also comes with a lovely jetpack section as well. I mean, he looks good. There are parts on him that I don't like and don't really understand. Mainly those arches on the feet. They just kind of sit there covering up the gap, but they don't cover up the gap between his foot and those shins very well. I love how he looks with that backpack section on, and love the overall shape. That kind of slim, sleek, almost Gundam-esque design. I mean, the guy can definitely pull a pose, can't he? I mean, there's a lot going on there. It's all very kind of anime-esque, isn't it? Kind of really hyped up, kind of hyper-articulated, kind of blown out proportions. But that's the sort of thing you would expect from Threezero. This is almost kind of back to some of the Ashley stuff that they did as 3A. That same kind of hyper extended legs, kind of short buffed out torso. I mean, they don't get much more kind of flexible than this guy. He can more or less fold in half. There's joints on his joints. Especially love how he looks with that axe. So he's doing the kind of pointing. He's eyeballing somebody. I'm coming for you. Of course you are, Prime. It's fun. It's not the most attractive of all the Primes. I mean, I've just finished reviewing the MM01 up on my KO channel, and that, in my opinion, is probably one of the best looking Primes that I've had to date. But this one is definitely one of the most fun. There's no fear of any breakage, and there's nothing he can't do when it comes to posing. I mean, just look at that. Now the Matrix does slide inside the chamber. The chest does not open. It comes untabbed. There's 3 magnets, top, middle and bottom. and we can just place the matrix in the matrix chamber, like so, and then we can slide these back on using those magnets. So all of the hands are attached via small ball sockets, so they just pop on and off. Let's just remove his axe so we can take a look fully at the articulation. Head is on an up and down neck rocker, as well as a ball mounted top point, so we can go down, up, left and right, rotate side to side. Shoulders are on butterfly joints, forwards and backwards. This section here can come up as well to give us a better range coming outwards, and that drops. You see that? Look at that. You've got all of that extra range in there, so you can bring that all the way around to the front. Really helps when you're grabbing that matrix, and up like so. Upper bicep rotation, not one but two bends on the elbow, rotation and pivot on those wrists. There is a waist rotation, there is an abdominal crunch, forwards and backwards. We have side motion as well. We have hip skirts to the front, rear, and they are attached to the side panel, but you can move the sides independently. So we've got forwards, backwards, out to the side on those thighs. Again, the socket itself can shift up and down, which really helps if you want to kind of bring his leg all the way forward when you're doing that double jointed bend on the knee. And you can just bring the hip skirts around and then tidy everything up. Coming down to the feet, you get my biggest pet hate. These here. Why? They can go up and down, they just look very unnatural. Feet can go up and down. We've got rockers on the toes, they're independent. You have pivoting side to side. You have these side panels on the legs, so we've got a really nice kind of depth there. Same with this side, you can bring that out, so you got it to the side. But yeah, that's these. No, not a fan of these chunky little bits. But all in all, a nice little looking Prime. These are a little bit loose on mine. Those are what cave in when you use the full range of the elbow. It covers off and basically makes it look more natural. Yeah, it's not a bad sculpt on there. Like I say, again, it's very kind of anime style as opposed to like comic or cartoon. To give you an idea of how he fares alongside the Bumblebee, that's a good scale. I like how that looks. And they do look really good together. You know, from this angle, actually, he kind of looks a little bit like Galaxy Convoy. Or something like that. Or maybe Star Convoy. It's that kind of vibe to him. And bringing in some more figures there for the mix. You got Sergeant Slaughter, little Shia LaBeouf there, and New Age Galvatron. So he's definitely kind of a deluxe size figure, standing around that kind of 7-inch mark. But is he a deluxe price point? He's not their most expensive figure, but he is not the cheapest version of Prime. He is, in essence, an action figure as opposed to a Transformer. So you could compare this to something like the red style of Transformers, but you got super articulation with this. The detail on it is sublime. The colours, as you've seen, are immaculate. Threezero always do an incredible job with their paint schemes, and it's a good little line. If you have a limited space and you love your posable bots, then this could be a decent Prime for you. But if, like Jobby, you love your transforming figures, then this would probably be a hard pass. Either way, I'll leave a link to where this is purchased over at Threezero in the description below, where you can purchase this if it is for you. Feel free to check out my Bumblebee review as well, which will be thumbnailed at the end, I believe. And again, I'll include a link in the description below. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.